beach. Nice quiet little spot here, almost all to myself. And the water looks pretty good. It's slack tide right now, but the tide's going to start changing to an incoming tide. I have a 4-pound pyramid sinker. Then I have a Blanch sand flea with a little piece of shrimp. Another sand flea with a piece of shrimp. Another sand flea piece of shrimp. And all these have the floats on them to keep it off the bottom. And we're going to try to cast this one out pretty far. I've got my longer, looks like about an 8-foot rod, maybe 9-foot rod. Been a long time between bites. But I've been getting my bait bit off just about every cast. Not getting any action on the sand fleas. Everything's been on live shrimp. It's actually a decent sized whiting. I'm not keeping whiting today. Freaking catfish. Nope, no, it's a little whiting. This is good. This means I have live bait because shrimp hasn't been working great. The sand fleas haven't been working at all, so we're going to go with some cut bait here too. Get something small here. Don't know what it is yet. Probably another whiting. Nope, little jack. And I did end up putting some whiting, cut whiting, on the other rod. I only have 30-pound test on it, so put kind of small pieces of cut. Got a pretty good bite on this. See what it is. Again, this is off cut whiting. I'm assuming it's a bluefish. Could be a shark. Could be a small shark. Saw some spinner sharks jumping out there, but it feels more like a blue. Or just multiple fish. Oh, it is a bluefish. It doesn't feel very big. Fighting like a whiting. I should say non-fight. I'm gonna let this guy go because I already have enough for white bait still. So I have another fish on here on the cut whiting. Again, I'm going to assume it's a bluefish. Oh, it feels like a good one. Either that was just the undertow. Another bluefish. Now I think I can go for some black and bluefish for dinner. Fish on this one. Smaller bluefish. Now I really wish I'd kept that first one now. If I'd kept that first one, I'd probably be done for the day. No doubt about this one being on. size. There you go. I might try it for one more. Bring them home for dinner. So I kept the bluefish alive inside my bait bucket. Had the aerator on. And I got back here to the parking lot where I had my cooler of ice sitting in my car. So what I'm doing is I just slit their gills, and now they're bleeding out. I am back in the outdoor kitchen, and we're going to fillet these bluefish up. I kept 3 of them. I caught 4, and I let the first one, which was probably the biggest one, go. One of the things you have to do is you have to bleed them, and you have to put them on ice right away. And when you fillet them, there's a lot of good meat on there. I mean, that's a really good fillet for the size fish. The one drawback is if you turn it over, they have this really thick bloodline. But you can cut that right out just by turning the knife slightly to one angle. And when you pull that out, that's a part of the fish that tastes really gross and makes it have a really fishy taste. So if you take that little extra step of taking out that really deep, dark bloodline, that's going to totally change the whole flavor of the fish. So you want to make sure you do that as well. And then, put them right back on ice, and then we'll get back when it's ready, time to cook. What I did here is I mixed lemon juice, about a half cup of lemon juice, 1/4 cup of olive oil, some white wine, maybe about 1/4 cup, and then I put in garlic salt, pepper, Creole seasoning, some onion powder, and I'm going to marinate the fish in here on top of a bed of ice. So I have it pretty much broiling on top of the grill. I'm going to do 4 minutes per side. I did try some already, and the piece that I had was thinner than the rest, and so it kind of almost fried to a crispy, like almost like a crunchy coating on the outside. And I actually wish I had done the rest of it that way, because it really kind of gave it a nice texture, almost like a caramelized type version. It was a kind of more of a closer to the tail piece. So this right here, we're going to be serving this over a bed of spinach, and we're still cooking a side dish to go with this, and it might take a few more minutes, but we'll test this right now, see what we think. I mean, I don't even know what I'd compare it to. I mean, it has very interesting texture. It's not mushy, and I don't see the fishiness or the oiliness that people talk about. It might be because I do bleed them right away. I keep them on ice. I serve them that night. I mean, just 2 hours old. Keep them cold the whole time. I didn't marinate them. It's as good as any other fish. I mean, if I had to pick anything, I'd say it's kind of like Spanish mackerel. But I mean, I like this. I mean, everyone just uses them for shark bait. They throw them back, and I don't understand why. I know up in the Northeast, a lot of people eat them. Down here, they tend not to. They tend to be smaller. But this is good. You should keep one. Try it out next time you catch one. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. Give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you cook them a certain way. And see you at the beach.